5 bases, 5 basics. These are the ones, if you have in your portfolio, if you have in your life, these 10 things will make sure that you won't die poor. These are a must for having your proper financial health in order. So what are these 5 bases and what are these 5 basics? Let's find out in this video. And if you stay till the end, I have an invitation for you as well. So hi, I'm Dr. Bhavdeep Ahuja. I'm a dentist with 23 plus years of experience. And along with dentistry, I'm training and coaching colleagues on the topics of practice management, medical legal aspects, consent, documentation, and finances in dentistry. So in this video of mine, I will be sharing with you 5 bases that we all need to have for an optimum financial health, which puts us into order. So which puts our financial health in order. So cover all your bases, all your basics are covered. Which are those 5 bases and which are those 5 basics which we need to cover? Let's find that out in today's video. So number 1 base is term insurance. It is not like your normal regular 2-in-1 insurance plan, insurance and investment. It is purely life insurance, just like vehicle insurance. Most of the time when we ask an agent, ye policy hai, what are the advantages? The first question is, agar main bach gaya to. It's similar to an analogy that we want to have in our life. We have a new vehicle, we buy a vehicle insurance, which is of course mandatory also, for example, your car. So you have that vehicle insurance, but still you don't want your car to get hit high. Car ko lag na jayega. We all want that. So if you are of that, why do you have that mindset for your life? Of course, term insurance is a must in that regard. It is purely an insurance plan which offers a staggering amount at a very, very peanut kind of a premium. So make sure that you have a term insurance in your life, which means that, of course, when you are untimely gone, God forbid, this compensates your family for any hardships that they can face afterwards, especially if you are a single earner of the family, and if you are the only breadwinner of a joint family, or even your nuclear family, or even if you have a lot of loans on your head, this can make sure that they can breathe easy, they can have their life easy. As I said, there is no substitute for individuals, but still money can help start off a few evils in life. Then number 2, being a dentist, we need our hands and feet more. Of course, any profession would need that, but more so in dentistry, when we believe that many a times our hands are our strength. So an equally similar amount of a term insurance. For a term insurance, the preferred amount is minimum 1 CR, 1 crore. An equal disability rider of 1 CR is a good enough plan. You can check out both the plans with HDFC and ICICI. No payment received from them so far, but they have very good plans compared to them. Then medical insurance. This is the third base which you need to cover. COVID taught us the importance of this, but unfortunately, we still haven't learned from our mistakes. As an individual, you can have 2 options. You can have a family floater plan where you can cover all of your family. For example, your 2 kids, you and your wife, and your parents, if they're living with you in a joint family, 6 of you. The only side effect is that you will be charged premium as per the age of the highest aged member. For example, it might be your father, so you will be charged a tad high premium. Vis-a-vis separately, you can have a premium for your medical plan for your nuclear family. Kitna amount chahiye? 5 lakhs base policy plus 10 to 15 to 20 lakhs of top up and super top up. You will ask, why not a base policy of 15, 20 lakhs? That will cost you a bomb. So preferably take a 5 lakh base policy along with a 10, 15, 20 lakhs super top up. You can have both from different companies as well. Check out Religare. It is offering good plans in that category. Of course, there are multiple players, but I'm telling you a few preferred ones. You have to do your own research, which suits you, along with the riders which are needed. Number 4, being a doctor comes with its own set of baggages, which means professional indemnity cover is a must. A minimum professional indemnity cover of at least 20 lakhs is a must. And you get that at a premium of less than, you can say, 3,000 rupees. You can get a coverage for 2,500 to 3,000 rupees. You can get an easily good coverage of 20 lakhs. Good for your headache. Does not absolve you of any wrongdoing as such, but yes, money can take care of so many factors. See, many times Some things are not a substitute, but professional indemnity can make sure that your case can be fought or the patient can be adjusted in case of a minor lapse from you also if the patient decides to go to the court. Then number fifth base is one of the most important. COVID again taught us this importance. Emergency fund. We all hear emergency fund, emergency fund. We don't know what exactly it is. 6 months of your life expenses. Let's suppose your monthly expenses are 50,000. So that means 3 lakhs plus 6 months of your clinic's fixed expenses. कि जो आपको देना ही देना है, rent वाले rent, any salaries, any bills to be paid, property tax, house tax, well, you can say electricity bill or water sewerage bill, whatever corporation bill, whatever licensing is there, those bills are to be paid. Let's suppose that amount is again 20,000. So 50 plus 20, 70,000. Again, it will vary for people who are on rent or who are not on rent. So 70,000 into 6, or roughly 4.5 crores, or sorry, 4.5 lakhs. So that is the amount of emergency fund. If we have to put it in a different proposition, 5 to 8 lakh, 5 to 7 is a decent amount as a emergency fund. And of course, it need not be locked. It can be kept in a high earning savings bank account. So these are the 5 bases that you need to have for your optimum financial health. So all bases covered now. What are the 5 basics? Let's go on to that. PPF, Public Provident Fund. Scheme started in 1970s, but an equally beneficial scheme till date. Interest 7.1%, but it is tax-free. Triple E, exempt. Means exempt at the time of investment, exempt at the time of accrual, growth, exempt at the time of maturity. So technically, PPF is the new debt for me. And I believe your debt should also earn at least 10%. People have this notion, debt mutual fund mein dal do, FD mein dal do. Sorry, debt definition, even that is taxable. Even if it offers similar to this 7%, it has a tax liability. So this is technically, PPF is equal to 10.1%. At 30%, it becomes 7.1, technically. So an FD or a debt fund at 6.5 or 7 after tax liability will give you 4.9 or 5% return only. So you decide which is better for you. Of course, the lock-in period is the advantage, 15 years, but then you start early, you have the advantage of doing that. Post 15 years, you are not under an obligation to put in amount each year, even the minimum amount. You can renew without any contribution. You can renew with contribution. Purely your choice in batches of 5, 5, 5, 5. PPF is one scheme which has no age bar in India. A 1-day-old child can have it and 101-year-old can have it. There is no age bar. One thing that you should have in your portfolio, even in today's times, think it like your new debt. Again, personal opinion, no disregard to FDs or debt mutual funds. This is my preferred route. Number 2, hybrid investment, NPS, National Pension Scheme. So this is a balanced investment which offers you growth in both in equity and in the debt and in the bonds and in all the mixed sectors. It'll do that. So an average return is 10 to 13, maybe around 11 to 12% average return. So this is the return that you should aim for, should have it in a hybrid variety. Then for pure equity purpose, mutual funds. Depending upon your age, 100 minus age is the standard formula all over the world. In Indian conditions, 80 minus your age is the formula. But people will debate. Mutual funds में भी तो debt mutual funds आते हैं. Mutual fund में तो hybrid mutual funds आते हैं. So why not put 1, 2, 3 and in mutual funds only? They are safe, steady, so many advantages, SIP mode, yeah, wo. Yes, accepted. But where does that logic of not putting all eggs in one basket go? If that logic stays in your mind, then all amounts don't go to mutual funds. Mutual funds are meant for equity for me. Again, all these are my personal opinions. Number 4, gold. Gold is an excellent hedge, sharing an inverse relationship with the stock market. You have gold in your portfolio. It will compensate for any kind of, you can say, pitfalls in other. Which investment 0 earn करेंगे, कुछ 1, 2 earn करेंगे. For example, stock market equity mutual funds from October 21 to November 22, they practically earn 0 return. That's okay. But in that period, gold grew by 15 to 20%. So a 10 to 15% of your portfolio each year should have exposure to gold. For example, if you are if you are investing 5 lakhs in a year, which is roughly 40,000 a month, your total of gold exposure should be 50,000 to 75,000 per year. Number 5th basic, HESBA, high earning savings bank account. This can be used for using your emergency fund also and for keeping your idle money also. Imagine many of the banks in today's times are linked to repo rate also, like federal banks, like State Bank of India. So many times when the repo rate was lower till a few months back when the RBI did not raise it, they were offering 1.75 or 2.15% of interest on their savings bank account. And traditionally, the bank accounts have been offering you 3.5% ka saving ka return. 3.5, then they went 3, some are offering 2.5, some are linked to repo rate 1.75, 2.15, 2.25, like that. There are banks, especially small finance bank, which are offering you 7. Fincare Small Finance Bank offers you 7.15% in their saving bank account of all funds kept above 5%, of above 5 lakhs. Isn't that a beautiful thing to be in? आप emergency fund को बोलते हैं कि आप FD में रख दो. Let's say you locked it for 7%. आप बोलो कि यार ये HESBA में भी 7% मिलता है, FD में भी 7% मिल रहा है. Fine, agreed. Let's keep that money locked. But emergency fund is for emergency. You need it. For example, you broke your FD after 6 months. First thing, you will not get the slab for 1 year. You will get the slab for that 6 months. For example, let's suppose that 6 months slab is 4.5% or 5%. Now you're breaking prematurely, the banks will charge you a penalty on that. 5 ka minus 4. 4 ke upar taxability. So effective returns on your FD kept for emergency fund is 2.8%. Is that good? उससे अच्छा तो national saving bank में रख लो, 3.5% मिल जाएगा. Think about it. If you keep in a HESBA, still taxation would be there, but comes with a cushion of 80 TTA. Plus, after that, even at 30%, you will still get above 5%. What's the harm in that? And there is no premature penalty. And the money stays liquid as well. And immediately withdrawal करो, check से करो, NEFT से करो, RTs करो, जिससे मर्जी transfer करो, FD को पहले break करना पड़ता है. Think about it. Think about it. There are so many ways. We are just bundled in that mindset कि नहीं नहीं FD अच्छी है, ये अच्छी है. And the question is, private bank safe है, नहीं है, nationalized bank safe है. All RBI regulated banks, be it small finance banks, are legitimate children of RBI, our Reserve Bank of India. The only ones which are not regulated are cooperative banks. They are not even banks. They call themselves banks. They are actually cooperative societies. And you may have 50, 60 banks in India, all states combined, but there are 1,573 cooperative societies or banks labeled as banks in India, which are not RBI regulated. So if your money is in cooperative bank earning high interest, that is a risky proposition because that is not even guaranteed by DICGC, Deposit Insurance Credit Guarantee Corporation of India, which guarantees your money up to 5 lakhs. So think about it. Think about it. The question is, all your basics are covered, basics covered, 5 basics, everyone should have, irrespective. Of course, for doctors, you can say it is 5. For laymen, the medical professional indemnity may not be required, but for the rest, all the 5 things are required by everyone. So if you have watched this video till then, I have an invitation for you. I am running a Facebook community because our dental education system is broken. Not for dental education, even the medical education system is broken. We are not taught about the 3 basic things, DMF index. Some of us know about the DMF index, or rather the medical leagues are also watching these videos. So DMF index is the one we studied in community dentistry, but it is not the same. The DMF index, which I am referring to, is documentation, management, and finance. We are not taught about these 3 things in our medical and dental colleges. So it is time to plug those gaps. So if you want to join, want to plug those gaps, I have a wonderful community on Facebook where I keep on sharing, you can say, immensely beneficial content. The link goes by my name only, Dr. Bhavdeep, facebook.com/groups/Dr. Bhavdeep. Send me a request there and you will be added to plugging the handicaps in dentistry. The group name is PhD for plugging the gaps. And then, of course, I run 2 advertisement free. Probably very few of its kind are available right now in the world where we are actually abused for education and you find commercial content all over. These are my 2 groups, practice management and finance, and where we share information, where we share a lot of things. Again, totally advertisement free. Even my own workshops are not promoted inside. So you can send me a request on the number given below. and my staff will add you very, very soon. And of course, this is my YouTube channel. If you have liked this video, please do subscribe to the channel. As on 31st March, 600 plus videos are already on there. So again, if you forget, go to YouTube, search Dr. Bhavdeep Ahuja, or again, my presence is by my name only, Dr. Bhavdeep. And social media presence on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere. The same ID is there, Dr. Bhavdeep. So be sure, make sure to follow me. And do send me your feedback on my number or on the YouTube channel, wherever you're watching it. Bouquets and brickbats, both would be welcome in Equalmaya. So thank you so much. And if you find value in this video, please do share with your friends and colleagues. And I see you in one of the videos, my next videos very soon. Bye-bye. Take care.